So Shalom, Daniel. It was really nice to have you with us today to present your brand new hotel, R48 Hotel and Garden.
And shalom to everyone else joining us today.
Our friends are joining us from Canada, US, Mexico, and Latin America. So we're happy to have you. Daniel, if you want to share your screen and we can start the presentation.
You already share.
So you are at the pool level and me downstairs. I'm in your garden lobby style. So we are both two prime location.
Can everyone see my?
Yes, I love this opening of the.
So hello everyone. Good evening from Tel Aviv. I don't know how many of you knows the destination, but as we spoke a little bit before, we're almost starting the summer. And we are now heading out for the Independence Day, which is literally next month. And we just opened the hotel on the 1st of March of this year. And it's been really, really amazing. We had guests already from Taiwan, from Australia, from the US, from Germany, from London. So it's been nice for us now to finally get to see some people in the hotel. A construction that's been going on for almost 10 years. With a little bit of a surprise called Corona in the middle, but it's been a great journey, and now we're finally here, and we start to welcoming guests and to get the chance to show our hospitality. I hope everyone sees the slide. Wrong direction. Sorry for that.
Not a problem.
So R48 Hotel and Garden is located in a Bauhaus building from the 1930s. So it's a preservation building. So this is how it looked a long time before, where this house was built as a residence for families. And from this amazing, beautiful building, we created this, which is how the hotel looks today, just before the opening, actually. So we had a quite famous photographer called Amit Geron, which is an Israeli photographer that took all the pictures. As I said before, it's a preservation building from the 1930s. What makes it very, very interesting, now you see the part that is the preservation part, but on top of that, we also added 2 glass wings. So even though it's a preservation, we were able to talk to the municipality and make it a mixture of the beautiful Bauhaus with the very nice lines. And on top of that, we managed to add 2 glass facades, which brings a lot of light into the property. Inside of the hotel, all the furniture, all the interiors from Studio Liagre of Paris, in all the rooms and also in all the common areas. At the moment, what you see in front of you is the picture, part of the lobby, which is the top left corner. We have on the top right corner, you can see a little bit when you're standing on the first floor and literally looking out from the glass window to our neighbor house. On the bottom left, there is the old staircase that we turned into an elevator shaft, where we have a completely glass elevator. So when you get up when you travel up in the building, you can literally see the whole old part of this amazing building. And then on the right corner, you can see a little bit of our rooftop. And this is where I'm sitting right now on the rooftop. It's on the 3rd floor. It's for guests only. It's also a place where we can have smaller events if there's guests that are asking to make also events while they're staying with us. Up here, of course, there's also service of both drinks and food. And what you see around the pool is all the gardening at the hotel is made by Piet Oudolf, Dutch garden artist, which was also part of creating the High Line in New York. So all the garden of the hotel, and as you also heard on the name, Hotel and Garden, we're very, very proud of our garden. It's a beautiful garden in the center of the city. We're located on Rothschild Boulevard, which is a prime location. I don't want to call that we are the Champs-Élysées of Israel, or we might say that we're Champs-Élysées of Israel, but it's really in central of the city, with most of the restaurants in walking distance. It's close to the beach. You can literally in 15 minutes walk down to the beach. Of course, there's also transfer for those who wish to not walk in the heat and just get the heat when they arrive at the pool, at the beach area. And as I said, we're located in the center of the city. I'll show you soon a little bit of the rooms, but I want to tell you also a little bit about the hotel. We have 11 suites that range from 40 square meters up to 80 square meters. We divide them into two categories: the studio suites, which are the suites that have a bedroom, and then we have the suites which have both the bedroom and the living room. The hotel is a part of the R2M hospitality group, which is a known hospitality player in Tel Aviv and in Israel. We are part also, we have a brother or sister hotel called Hotel Montefiore, which was literally the first boutique hotel in Tel Aviv, which opened about almost 16 years ago. And we're very close to each other. We also have a lot of restaurants in our collection. We have the Herzl 16, which is a part of our R2M. We also have a coffee bar, which is one of the restaurants that we are most proud of, since we've been doing business there for almost 27 years. And it's a restaurant with a really nice ambience, and it's a restaurant where you can come for lunch or enjoy the evening. R2M is also the proud owner of Delikatessen, which is a deli chain that we serve most of the Tel Aviv inhabitants with lunch and dinners, takeaways, and prepared food and bakeries. And this is our second hotel, which is a little bit different from the Montefiore. It's a little bit more upscale, or it is an upscale hotel. We're also planning for a few more hotels, and all of the hotels that we are making we're trying to make them different from the other. So everyone has their own niche. So let's start with the studio suite, which is a suite that have two different layouts. There's two different kind of studio suites. The first one is a little bit more classic with, as I said before, all the furniture of Studio Liagre. So in this room, you have a bedroom, but you still have a small coffee table where where our guests can have their breakfast if they decide. All of our rooms have also balconies. So for the guests that enjoys to sit out in the sun can have a breakfast out in the sun. And of course, they can also enjoy the breakfast downstairs in our chef table restaurant, which is located in the lobby. And this is the bathroom of the studio suite. This is a little bit more of the bedrooms. And we have also the small coffee table where our guests can sit and have their breakfast. Then on top of that, we have also a studio suite, which is made out of glass walls. So around the whole room, there's glass. You will see a part of it behind the bed. And then on the left side, you will see the curtains. And of course, there's also blackout curtains in this room, but it's also one of the entry categories, which also have a place where our guests can sit and have their breakfast or sit and work for those that don't enjoy breakfast. Also, the bathroom of this suite. This suite is around 40 square meters in size. Then I'll show you a little bit more about our suites, which has a separate bedroom and a separate living room. It also has a dining table, and it also has a powder room for guests. This is the living room and dining area, and the suites are about 80 square meters in size. This specific suite has also two balconies. And it also has a bathroom with a bathtub. We have a few of our suites that has bathtubs inside of them and the shower, and we have some that are without the bathtub. We have another look of one of our suites, which is located over the terrace of the hotel. Of course, in the hotel, our guests will find all the amenities that they should have in the room, like safe, like AC, coffee making machine. We are a full amenity hotel. We have on top of that, we have also a fitness center located on the ground floor. We have also a boardroom where our guests are able to have smaller meetings if they wish. They can also, free of charge, they can also, of course, if they want to have a larger meeting with up to 4 people, they can also, of course, reserve the boardroom. The hotel also have 2 restaurants, which one we opened just a little bit before the opening of the hotel, which is a chef table restaurant that is located inside of our lobby. And in a few months, we'll open our brasserie, which is a restaurant that is located on the ground floor. Both the restaurants are, of course, for our hotel guests, but it's also open for the general public. At the moment, in the chef table restaurant, we serve a prefix menu. And the brasserie will be more of an a la carte menu where our guests and also people from outside can come and enjoy their breakfast. They can come and enjoy their lunch, and of course also their dinner. I'll take a little bit of a break and tell you that as I said, we just opened the hotel. We've been quite busy. In the beginning, I wanted to show you around live in the hotel, but since we have guests in the hotel, we decided to not disturb them and let them have their peace and quiet in the evening. Our guests at the moment, we are for any guest that books minimum of 2 nights, we are offering them a complimentary pickup service from the airport. It is very important for us also to greet the guests when they arrive to the hotel, which is done outside of the hotel and not inside of the lobby. It's very important for us to be able to meet our guests before they step into the hotel. We, of course, also would like to be in contact them before they arrive to make sure that we can understand their needs and their wants when they come to the hotel. If they have any preference of travel, making tours in Israel, going to Jerusalem, going up north, going to Jordan, it's important for us that we are a host that are able to provide for all their needs and not only about staying in the hotel. Of course, we have an amazing concierge service where we can book them the restaurants of Tel Aviv. We, of course, can give them a lot of information and give them our thoughts of the interesting restaurants or the interesting sites of Tel Aviv, whether it's the Museum of Art or it's some of the new restaurant that has opened. When we meet the guest, of course, we have valet service for those guests that comes with their own car, which I assume that most of your clientele might not, since they're not local, I guess. But we have a valet service that we can provide also if they need rental cars. All the services that they need, more or less, is possible when they stay with us. I'll show you a little bit from our breakfast, which is an a la carte breakfast served to the table. We have a lot of good cocktails also in the morning for those who want to start their morning early with a cocktail. In the evening, the restaurant transfers a little bit to become more intimate, more cozy, darker, with a lot of candlelight. And here's a little bit of the dishes that we serve. As I said, it's a prefix menu with literally 13 different dishes that change a little bit due to what's on the market at that day. It's also changed according to seasons. We have an amazing cocktail bar where our guests can have a nice cocktail before entering their rooms when they arrive. Here's a little bit about us in text. I don't want you to read too much, but whoever is interested later on, I will of course send this out to everyone. I think that the hotel also has a very nice possibility in that we see already we have a lot of requests for a buyout of the whole hotel. Actually, next month we already have 2 different groups that will take over the whole hotel for a few days, which give us also a possibility to really come close to the guests, to understand their needs and to provide a kind of warm, local and international service that we take great pride in. Sorry, had something more that I just lost my mind or went out.
I think you have a lot of little amenities, the snacks. Can you tell us about all these that are complimentary and included?
Thank you very much, Dominic. Yes, we all our guests are staying in our suites have all the non-alcoholic beverages and the snacks or chocolate free of charge. For whoever books our penthouse suite, it's all included, also the alcoholic drinks. We're trying to put a very personal and the touch of attention to all the small details. All the rooms have small bags, whether it's a hair kit or it's a dental kit or it's a shaving kit or someone needs a sewing kit. Like everything is already prepared for the guests' convenience in the room. Of course, we also have anything that they need on demand, whether it's something from the local pharmacy or there is a takeaway dinner that they're looking for. Our rooms also, when the guest arrives, we have very nice welcome amenities. We are working a lot. Everything that we do, of course, we do in-house. Everything is fresh served, and we try to also change according to the season. So right now we're serving strawberries, which is the amazing thing now in Israel. And hopefully when the summer starts arriving, we can go more to the melons and the watermelons and the nice other exotic fruits. I hope to see many of your guests here, that they will become our guests together.
And as you mentioned also, the guests are having a complimentary airport pickup. Huh?
Correct. For a 2-night stay, yes. For a minimum 2-night stay, they have a complimentary airport pickup, yes. They also have, as a part of us working with Dominic, they have also a $100 voucher to use or in our restaurants or for the mini bar items that are not complimentary. And I hope that
they also have extra commissions, which we like. Huh?
That's of course. That's of course. That's Dominic's side of the deal.
Thank you. I know we had planned that you go around with your little phone to show us, but because the hotel is quite full, you actually did the tour before everybody.
Yes, I will show you clips. Thank you, Dominic. And I apologize for my bad photographic abilities for any of you.
But at least it was nice. The goal of you walking around was to show the reality beside the beautiful picture, and you will see the reality looks exactly like the picture. So I think it's always interesting. Huh?
Thank you. Yes.
Well, that's a little phone. Nothing professional, huh, everyone. just to give you what you would do yourself with a phone. Huh? I visited all the hotels in Tel Aviv when I was there in December. Huh? So just be reassured that the hotel, the R48, was already ready. So it's not like it's open in March 1st and you need a few months to see how it's going. It was already ready, huh? Just not officially open.
Yes,
there is nothing like this in the entire city, I can tell you. So very happy and very proud to be representing you, Daniel, and your beautiful hotel. And I think we're going to do very well. People love this type of contemporary look. And I know we can trust you and the group behind about the rest of the restaurants, the food, and the service. So if you have the look, the service, and the food, I think we have everything. Huh? So while we are going through your camera phone, maybe we can start. We have some little questions. Let me see. Alors, Céline, thank you very much. I appreciate you're proud of me to be the rep. Thank you. Viviane, you said good. Hello, hello. Céline, you wanted to know what type of clientele to expect they should send.
We are feeling already the need for business people and leisure. Actually, I think it will. I don't know if it will be half, but we have both. Israel as since when the summer starts and all the Jewish holiday has a lot of leisure clientele that are coming, and we see, of course, a lot of business people as well. We see a lot of investment bankers. We see a lot of high tech people coming to us. So I think it's almost going to be 50-50, or that's what we hope, because we want both of them. We want both the how would I put it, the easy guests that go out every day and to their job, but we also want the one that really wants to enjoy the city and know all about all the attractions that we have in Tel Aviv and all around Israel.
Gloria would like you to repeat the name of the hospitality group.
It's called R2M. So it's an R like Richard, and it's a 2, the number 2, and it's an M like mother. So it's R2M Hospitality Group. We are a group with literally over 1,200 people working for the group in all our outlets, whether it's the restaurant or the factory or that produces for some of our delicatessen. So it's a hospitality group that started almost 30 years ago.
Another question for Celine. Do we pay all taxes in advance, or do guests have to pay any locally? Some clients use European or Israeli passport. Does that change anything in tax?
So we have a system where we can know when the guest arrives if the guest needs to pay tax. Israel is a little bit special. Like anyone that has it's called a B2 visa are accepted from tax in the hotel for the hotels and for rental cars. But whoever doesn't have need to pay tax, yes. So if we from the beginning, it's hard for us to know when the guests book, but as soon as they enter Israel, all of them get a small note, and we also get directly into our system that we can check if there is VAT or not for the guest stay.
A good question, Selina. The restaurant offer kosher dining?
It's not a kosher restaurant. We can offer kosher style, and for those who don't know, it's not kosher for the people that really looks for kosher, but there is possibility to have meat that is kosher served, but the hotel unfortunately is not kosher.
Right. So Dominique, you want to know if there is a hotel fee, if the breakfast is included, and if there is a safety box in the room.
Yes, we have a safe in all the rooms. Sorry, what was the other question?
Breakfast included.
Breakfast. Oh, yes, in all our services we do not sell room only. We think the breakfast service is a part of who we are and brings the extra icing on the cake. So yes, all our guests are invited to have breakfast with us. Yes,
that was my first question, because I wanted the breakfast as amenity, but you said, oh, the breakfast is already included. So yes, we find another amenity. Is there a hotel fee, Daniel?
Sorry, a hotel fee in what sense?
But sometimes the resort have a fee, a resort fee.
No, we do not have. All the prices that we are giving you is the price. There's nothing else except the VAT, depending on the guest. That is hard for us to know before the guest arrives to the hotel.
Mm-hmm. So yes, so Céline, to answer your question about amenities, we are hotel is brand new, so not part of any program and affiliation. So we have this extra amenities, this $100 voucher that clients can use in the restaurants or alcohol in the minibar. How do you want it? Maria Caro would like the bon dia, Maria. A little more about the location, Daniel.
The location is like Rothschild is, for those who don't know, is actually the first street that was ever built in Tel Aviv. It was literally the first street in Tel Aviv that was built. And it was a street that was built for private houses. And also the Declaration of Independence was on Rothschild Boulevard. When you go from the airport by transfer is about 20 minutes away from the airport. And if you go to the beach, it's around 15 minutes of walk. I don't know if there's any special location that they're referring to, so I can tell them how close we are to that location.
I don't know if Maria wants to add something else. Let's see. What is the opening hours for the brasserie, and is it the same system than in Europe?
The brasserie will, as we see it now, since we didn't open the brasserie yet, will open around 7:30 in the morning for breakfast, and it will close around 11 o'clock in the evening.
All right. Dominic wants to know the period, the low season. Is there a low season period?
No, not really. We decided that for us it's high or low season all the time. So no, we don't make any huge differentiation in prices or rates between seasons. No, we don't.
But is there maybe a low season for Tel Aviv that people?
Yes, the lower season in Tel Aviv is January and February. It's the lower season in Tel Aviv, and it's quite amazing because usually months like October, November, that someplace else are low seasons, actually quite high seasons in Tel Aviv because of the weather.
And Céline, you said some clients don't know their schedule in advance until they can arrange locally. Yeah, you have your concierge team, Danielle, that can.
Of course, like any request that comes up during the stay of the guest, of course, we have our team members here. We are literally. Our maximum occupancy is 22 people because all our rooms are for 2 people, and we're literally every day working around 20 people around the clock for those guests.
Samantha would like to know if you recommend having a rental car.
I would recommend it only if the idea is to travel around in Israel, and for those that maybe have driven before in Israel, it's a little bit a different way of driving. It's a little bit more hectic around Israel to drive. I don't see, for guests that are staying in Tel Aviv, there is no need at all to have a rental car. The opposite. Everything is within walking distance. Tel Aviv is a quite small city, and you can literally walk all over.
That's what I did, so I can tell you that no need to rent a car, and you have so many nice markets to go to. I mean, it's really, and the beach is beautiful.
I lived in Israel for almost 10 years in Tel Aviv without even having a car.
So Alan would like to get an idea of the prices.
Our prices for the studio suites starts around $1,500 per night, and it goes up to $3,000 per night, around $3,000 per night for the suites.
And the smallest,
and that's of course excluding VAT.
And the smallest accommodation is around 400 square feet. So it's big.
Yes.
That's why you call everything suites, is because of
correct.
The smallest one is already a suite size. Huh?
Yes, correct.
Still on the price, Judith wanted to know the entry level for the high season, but as you said, it's kind of the same pricing all year long. Huh?
As of now, yes, as of now it is. We want to look a little bit different than usually what you do in the hotel industry. We would like to see that all seasons are high seasons or medium seasons, and the prices don't change too much.
Judith, you also wanted to ask if they offer the famous Israeli buffet breakfast.
We offer our take of the Israeli buffet breakfast. Since we are a smaller hotel, we don't offer the kind of buffet breakfast that many of the larger chains does. But I think that the guests that are staying with us, they will have both the sweet fruits and the baked stuff and the a la carte. So I think that we have a very nice breakfast, not to be compared to the large breakfasts, of course, of the larger hotels. But we see already now that we opened the hotel also for breakfast for people from the outside, and our prices are quite high, almost higher than the larger hotels. And we are literally fully booked. Our chef restaurant is fully booked in the evening from now until the end of May already.
But because the level of cuisine that you deliver.
Yes, we deliver something different for the Israeli and the local and the international crowd.
Céline, you're asking the name of the brasserie.
It will be called R48.
Ah, all right. Huh?
And when we call it brasserie, maybe I need to get in. When we talk about brasserie, it's more of the brasserie feeling. It's not per se a French brasserie. It's more of the idea that you come to a place that has a good vibe and a good ambience from the morning until the evening. That you will see people, that you will sit in the center of the city on the sidewalk and see people walking by. So it's more of a brasserie feeling, I would call it.
Another question for you, Celine. How is the security around?
Around the hotel or in Israel, Tel Aviv?
Around, I would think about the hotel. Maybe that's probably what she means.
We have a doorman standing outside of the hotel, and we, as I said before, we have quite a lot of people working in hotels. So there's always people both in the restaurant and also in the lobby. So I would say that the safety situation of the hotel is high.
Yeah, and I walk around. It looks like peaceful.
For those who haven't been to Tel Aviv is a safe city, even though sometimes you read things in the newspaper. But I think that everyone that lives here, we feel safe when we walk around in the streets, or when we can come to work in the morning, or play out with our children outside. We feel safe.
So, Mark, you were asking if the hotel is kosher. Huh? Already, Daniel answered that you have some kosher, but the hotel is not kosher itself. Huh?
Correct, Dominic.
Voilà. Suzanne, you want to know if there are rooms with 2 beds and how are the children on the 12?
So all our suites have a large king-size bed, which is 2 times 2 meters. We do not provide twin beds, unfortunately, but we do provide, if we have guests that want to have the feeling of separate beds, we provide 2 blankets, and we set up the bed in the way that people can sleep one by the other. But we do not provide, unfortunately, no extra beds in the room, and we do not provide twin beds.
And for I think the best is also for the parents to next door, the suite next door, because your corridor, I call them corridor, they look like living room. And I can imagine somebody just booking the 2-3 suite there, and they have, their dining table is outside, their sofa is outside. You have the most amazing corridor that looks like an apartment. I don't know if you catch that on the picture, but that's something very special. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Correct, Dominic. Thank you.
So, Orly, you said Shalom, Daniel. Wow, Matzatov. A beautiful new boutique hotel, great presentation. She will be in Israel at the end of May, mid-June, and would love to see this little gem.
Please, anyone that is coming to my neighborhood is more than welcome to have a peek and to get a private tour.
Mm-hmm. And then, Celine, you already have a request for us for March 28 for 6 nights for 1 single. So we'll send you a quote. Cynthia, what does the name reference to? I know the answer, but Daniel.
The R48, because we are on Rothschild number 48, and we are a hotel, and we really like our garden. It's a part of our DNA, and it's very special.
Mm-hmm. And Patrick, the commission is 12% instead of 10. Huh? No. How long walk to the beach? 15 minutes? Maybe
around 15 minutes. Voilà. If you want to walk a little bit slower, it's around between 15 and 20 minutes. And of course, there is also a possibility always to get a transfer from the hotel to get to the beach.
Mm-hmm. Only you're also asking which beach, so I don't know which beach. That I don't know the.
We are closer to the Metzitzim beach, so it's I don't know how well they know Tel Aviv, but we are closer to the beach that is close to Allenby Street.
Mm-hmm. Eric, we already spoke about the summer, but because the summer rates are the same, the studio suite you're looking at 1,500, and the 1-bedroom suite, Daniel.
It's around yes, for the studio suite is around 1,500, and for the suite with the living room is around $3,000 per night. Mm-hmm. We also have the penthouse suite that we didn't speak too much about, but we also have a penthouse suite on the 3rd floor, which is a little bit more expensive, which lays around $4,000 per night, which has an amazing glass-walled bathroom.
Thank you, Dominique. You said you will propose it to your VIP clients. Gloria, beautiful hotel, great presentation. Vivian wants to know if you have bikes.
Yes, we have complimentary bicycles for our guests that they can borrow whenever they want. The only thing we need that they tell us a little bit heads up, but yes, we have complimentary bikes.
And Maria, you said very good location, like the hotel, elegant, brand new, very nice indeed. Huh? It's spectacular.
Thank you.
Celine, a client made a comment to me, how come to get a quote? You have to write, you don't see the rate on the site. You see what, yeah?
Correct. We are a hotel that have decided in the beginning that we will not be on online travel agents like Booking, Expedia. We are still telling you, debating within ourselves if we would have a reservation engine on the site or not. But as a start, we think that this hotel is more suitable for not having a reservation engine, because it's super important for us to be in contact with our guests, of course, the guest of yours through you, and also with them personally, to make sure that their stays is really according to what they are looking forward to and by their wishes.
I think all travel advisors will be very happy to know that you're not on the online website. I think it's great that this beautiful little boutique hotel will be sold through the travel advisor network.
Yes.
I like it personally. And Joe, you're asking if the suite connect or only adjoin. So they're only adjoin, huh?
They're adjoined, yes, from the outside. There's no connecting suites. But they're like, of course, if we have families, of course, we will make sure that they are very close to each other, of course.
But really, Joe, when you have two rooms next to each other and they get out of one room, you have a sofa there, you have a table there, you just feel you're in the living room and you're going to the parents' bedroom. That's
Correct.
Exactly how it feels. So I am not worried about that side. Huh? Mm-hmm.
We already have also families.
You said breakfast is included in the rates and it's served in the restaurants, or can be also in the rooms or as room service?
It can also be served for the guest that wishes to have it served on their dining table in their suite or out on the balcony. Of course, there's no extra charges. Like it's up to the guests, however the guest feels that they're more comfortable with. They have all the options. And of course, if anyone is going out very, very early for a trip, of course, we're arranging picnic bags for them and something for them to take with them, and towels if, let's say, they go to the Dead Sea and they want to swim. So they're going to get a bag of towels and sunscreen. So.
Yep. Thank you, Laura. I said fabulous hotel. Can't wait to have an inquiry for Tel Aviv. Thank you very much. Maria, very nice hotel. Judith, thanks for the presentation. Very informative. Thank you for the presentation, said Mark. And Connie, property, thank you for your time. Voilà. I think we've done all the questions. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all very much.
All the questions. So, Daniel, thank you for your time. And it was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, Dominique. And everyone, feel free to reach out to me. And Dominique, of course, if you have any requests, if you have any questions that you suddenly remember a little bit later in the evening, we're all here for you.
And Daniel will be sending the recording and your presentation as well. Huh?
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone. Pleasure.
Hello, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you, Daniel. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Dominique. Thank you very much.